Today is a day that I've not been looking forward to because my van's got to go in the garage. I've got an oil leak at the top of the engine. So what I've done is I've booked it into a garage that is midway between my business unit, sorry, not my business unit, my storage container, which is where I'm going to go and work today because I can walk there from where I'm dropping the van off. Midway between there and my sister's place, because that's where I've dropped Rupert off for the day, or for the morning anyway. I'll be back there later on. And the reason I'm making this video is because if you do live in your van full time and your van breaks down or it has to go in the garage, you're without it, it can cause problems. All right. I mean, obviously, you know, they're problems that you can get over, but it's something that you've really got to consider. So today I'm going to be without a van. I've planned midday so that I can get some work done. Rupert's safe, he's with his mate and his sisters, and I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, that the garage can find out where the oil leak's coming from, fix it, and phone me up later on and say, Kev, your van's ready, come and get it. The other thing I'm not looking forward to is going to be the bill, obviously, because as we all know, nothing's cheap these days. I've got no idea how much it's going to cost. They can't even give me a clue because they've got to find the oil leak. First thing they've got to do is steam all the engine off, then run it up and see if they can see where the oil leak's coming from and see if they can fix it. Well, it's got to be fixed, so, but it's just a case of whether or not they're going to get it done today and I can get back in it later on. If not, then I'm homeless. Well, tonight anyway, but we'll see how we go. I've got a couple of plans in mind, and yeah, I'm just going to see where the day takes us, so I'll keep you informed. But I'm just pulling up into where the garage is, so I'm going to get this booked in. Right, well, that's the van dropped off. So I'm now on a hike about 1 kilometre, 1.5 kilometres to my storage unit. I'm going to open that up and see if I can get some work done in there and try not to think about the van and whether I'm going to get it back tonight. Right, well, here's my storage unit. Let's open this up and see where we go from there. See what we've got to do today. And here we have it. 20-foot container. It's about half full, I would say. And this was full up not so long ago. Well, I say not so long ago, probably 6 months ago. And I've gradually been eking away at it. But as you can see, there is a lot of stuff in here. And my mission today, while the van's in the garage, is to try and thin it out a bit, see what I've got, open some of these boxes up, because some of them have been here for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. See what I've got, see what I can sell, see what's rubbish, and work towards getting rid of this unit, because it's costing me £200 a month, and I don't like it anymore. Right, so I've just emptied this first box here, and what we found in here, well, we've got a speaker there, don't know what that's doing in there, but in here is a load of old silver coins, silver plate, and all that sort of stuff. Right, so that's going to need sorting out. This box was in that box as well. Got watches in here, batteries, watch repair stuff, the diamond tester in there. So this is the sort of stuff we're dealing with. There's a box there full of books. This is the sort of stuff that we're dealing with. All right, I'm not going to film every box because I shall be here all day. Well, the garage have just rung me, so I'm walking back over there now and let's see what they've found. They've said it's ready to pick up, and they'll tell me all about it when I get there. Right, well, I've picked my van up, had a long chat with the mechanic in the garage who looked at the van for me, and basically they can't find the oil leak. They've cleaned the engine all off where the oil was collecting. They run the van up for an hour. They've taken it out for a drive twice to put it under pressure, I suppose. And they still can't find where the oil leak's coming from. And at the moment, there's no oil showing, which is exactly what the conclusion was of the first mechanic that looked at it. The only difference is now is that this fella's saying that he could smell a little bit of diesel around where the oil leak was before, and he could feel a little bit of diesel, because obviously it's clear, you can't see it, but he thinks there might be a little leak coming from one of the diesel injector breathe off pipes. Might have that right, might have that wrong, but that's what he's saying. He said, we didn't change them for the simple reason that from Ford's, they're £120 each. It's only a little bit of pipe. He said, but all I can suggest is bring it back in on Friday. We'll have another look at it now that it's clean, and see if we can pinpoint where it's coming from. That's basically how he's left it with me. So from one point of view, I still don't know where the leak's coming from. But from a second point of view, it's not an obvious leak. It's not a big oil leak, but it is, or it's possibly something to do with diesel. I don't know. Anyway, very nice man. I said, how much do I owe you for today? And he said, sort it out Friday. Bring it in on Friday. We'll have another look. We'll take the cover off, and we'll see where we can go from there. So that's where I'm at the moment. Well, it's been a long day today. One thing and another. I've done a lot of walking to and from the garage and my storage unit. I worked hard in there for about 4 hours earlier on. Got my van back. Still don't know where the oil leak is. They can't find it, so I'm taking that back in there Friday. See if there's more oil come out and see if they can see where it is. Now I'm back in the van and I'm cooking my dinner. Rupert's settling down and looking out the window. Not the window, I haven't got a window. Looking out the door. His favourite position of an evening. I'm cooking my dinner. My vegetables are done. I've got spring onion, garlic and coriander in there. Oh, I forgot the mushrooms. I'm going to do them in a minute. I've got ramen noodles. And I've got some chicken on the go in there, which I'm boiling up. And I'm going to use the stock and make a nice ramen soup dish. So the answer to the question, will I be homeless tonight, is no. I got my van back, even though they couldn't fix it. But I got my van back, I'm parked up, I'm cooking my dinner, I'm tired, but I'm happy because I'm in my van. And that's all I wanted to be. The moral of the story, I think, because I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, they could have said to me, sorry, Kev, we can't fix your van tonight. We've got all the parts. We'll have to keep it overnight and do it tomorrow. In which case, I would have ended up sleeping in my container tonight. There is a little Premier Inn down the road, but I can't warrant spending whatever it is, 80, 90 quid going in there for the night. So I would have ended up in the container, which is not the end of the world because we're in the summer. It's not cold. I'd have survived. I didn't have there's no mattress in there. I'd have put some cardboard boxes on the floor and kept there for the night, me and Rupert. But anyway, we haven't had to. We're back home in the van. So we live to fight another day. We're not homeless. We've got our van back. We're going to eat, we're going to sleep, and we're going to crack on again tomorrow. I think the takeaway from this has got to be, if you are in your van full time, all right, and it's got to go in the garage, it breaks down or whatever, it's got to go in the garage for something that's going to take more than a day. you need to be prepared for that. If you've got another vehicle, it makes it a little bit easier. If you've got somewhere to stay, friends, relatives, or whatever, that's good. And if you haven't, then you need to be prepared for it, because unfortunately, it probably will happen. All right. Hopefully, not very often, but just think about it, just consider it, just make some plans, work out what you're going to do if you've got to drop your baby off, your van, your home at the garage, and they're going to have it for a day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever. It's an important consideration to make if you're thinking of living in your van full time. And all full-time van lifers have the same scenario come up. We've all got to deal with it. There's no getting away from it. All right? So it's not the end of the world, but think about it and just prepare yourself for it, for when it does happen, because it's going to happen at some stage. So there's me dinner. Ramen noodles, spring onions, mushrooms, garlic. That'll do me. Night night.